and all the best.
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Fine.
We didn't get asked to talk about the night. We were at the same table.
I know, it's pretty nice. Hey, you were doing a cracking job for Derby.
I'm here today at the launch of Enscite in Derby at the Roundhouse, and I'm with Professor Mcloughlin from the University of Derby. Ming, tell us a little bit of why the launch of Enscite is so important to you today.
It's important to us as a centre because we are working closely with Enscite, trying to reach out to companies to help them to improve their business performance in three areas. One is technology innovations, and second is system improvement, and third is business re-engineering, process re-engineering.
And you've been responsible for setting up a new department within the business school at the University of Derby. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a brand new centre of excellence that I was recruited to head this centre, and we're trying to look at is how to really reach out to the companies and help them to improve their business performance.
It's quite an honour for Derby to host the first Enscite initiative. Why do you think that Derby's been selected?
Because Derby have lots of businesses around here that is really supporting the real automotive and aerospace industry. So it's a great opportunities here for the businesses.
So you're very optimistic for the future?
Definitely, definitely.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Patrick, a very important day today, and particularly for the city of Derby. You must be very excited about the initiative that Enscite is bringing to both the UK and to Derby in particular.
I think so. The truth is, in Derby and in the surrounding areas, we've got some of the major world-leading engineering companies. So there's Rolls-Royce, there's Toyota, there's Bombardier, there's JCB. All right, it's in Staffordshire, but it's close enough. And what I think is very important is to get the message across, both within the county and a bit wider, as to how important engineering is. It's very important that we get young people saying, yes, I want to be an engineer, I want to be part of that. And with the changes that we're doing on the railways too, building high speed too, it is all sending, I hope, the message to young people that engineering is a job and a business to be in. And within that, we also want to spread the best sort of expertise between our companies, where it's not obviously commercially confidential or copyright infringement. There's all intellectual property rights, that's all very important to protect, and companies are very careful about protecting their intellectual property rights, but there's still a lot more cooperation that can be done between the companies, because when I talk about those big companies, when I talk about Rolls-Royce, JCB, Toyota and Bombardier, they use a lot of small and medium-sized engineering companies to provide and give them services too. That's why it's so vital here in Derby.
And through Enscite, companies can get obviously a lot of support and also funding support, which is a big part of the whole development for the region.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I think what Enscite are doing is such an exciting venture, linked in with the college, linked in with the local authority, and linked in with the university.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
One way and another.
Yeah. I was just telling how you just
We're here today at the launch of Enscite at the Roundhouse in Derby. I'll start to have with me here John Forkin, who's the Managing Director of Marketing Derby. John, big day for Derby really. It's an honour to be selected for the launch of such a prestigious organisation. What are your views?
Well, I think Enscite is exactly the sort of thing that Derby needs to be doing next, and we have 300 years of history of innovation and technology. But things are moving on. This is the 21st century, and what really excites me about this project is the fact that it's a joint venture, that it's outward looking, so it's not just the University of Derby but other universities too. I think that it really will make a massive impact on the start of Infinity Park Derby when it relocates there later next year, and where growth is going to happen is in the supply chain, in SMEs. And the focus on technology, workforce, innovation in the supply chain is exactly where we need to be.
John, you're involved from the university's point of view. What is your involvement? What does it mean to you today?
I'm not going to take too much credit, but I think long ago I was there when the genesis of this idea began. And whenever a launch, you tend to think about the future. But of course, this is already a 2-year journey for many of us, when we were responding to the need for the city to continue its growth and development as Britain's leading advanced manufacturing centre, and try to get initiatives that would bring expertise to the table and would enable particularly small and medium-sized businesses in the supply chain here to take their next steps to future prosperity.
And Richard, if I can bring you in on this one, obviously from your point of view, trains, planes and automobiles very much part of the Derby landscape. What are your views on today?
Well, obviously we're delighted for the university and the other partners in Enscite. We too were in at the start of it, and we're just really pleased that it's happening. I think, as John said, it's about building on the strengths of our main transport manufacturing companies and ensuring that the SMEs in the supply chain can strengthen and grow, look at technology transfer, etc. And that's precisely where the nice mix of academic, practical and applied will come in through this collaboration between 3 world-class universities.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Colin McKinnon, who's the Managing Director of Enscite. A big day today, Colin.
It's great. It's a great day.
You're really looking forward to it, no doubt.
Yeah, so we're excited to have the Secretary of State here, Mcloughlin, which is fantastic for us. It gives us a real boost, I think, because of the publicity, and it's a big thing for us. It's been in the sort of germination period for about 1.5 years now, so we've spent the last 3 months building our brand up and getting everything ready, and today's the day we launch it, so it's fantastic.
So a lot been going on behind the scenes?
A lot's been going on behind the scenes, but great stuff as well. I mean, we've been building our product, we've been establishing our partnerships, but also we've been building our brand and sort of talking to initial customers. We've already got quite a few customers in Brabell, which is fantastic.
Excellent, and obviously a great prestige for the city of Derby.
Indeed, I mean, it's a great location for doing business, and we're here today in the Roundhouse, which I think in some senses harks back to the past of the rail industry, but we're also looking forward as well, and we're looking at innovation and growth opportunities, so it's good for us today.
Excellent, well have a great day.
Thank you very much, John.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be here this afternoon and to be invited to the launch of Enscite this afternoon.